Hey, gorgeous friend, how you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. We are checking in, Pisces, for your energy, sun, moon, and rising. Let's see what is going on and how we can best support you today. I hope you've been feeling great. Let me know one thing below that you are grateful for or that you're working towards. Let's have gratitude for that manifestation that you're seeking. Let's pop that in the comments below so we can get behind you in the energy. All right, Pisces. Let's look at the current situation. First up, we've got the Ace of Cups. Let's dive in and then we'll connect to the energy. Okay, we've got a lot that's come out here. We have got the Ten of Swords. We have got the Hanged Man. We have got the Lover's energy and the Two of Pentacles. You've got the Magician. You've got the Four of Swords, the Chariot energy. We've got the Two of Wands, the Three of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So straight up, the energy is coming through that you may be a little bit unsure right now of a particular connection. This could be a connection that has ended, or you're contemplating ending a connection or ending something here. Okay, if that hasn't happened or on your mind, this could be about after, a connection has ended, and there's some contemplation here of whether or not you're ready to step into a new partnership, a new something here with this Lover's energy. But the Ace of Cups is usually, as you would know, something new that had you feeling connected, had you feeling inspired, had your heart in a new place, getting excited about something here. So whatever this new something was or is, we can see here that there's a potential ending. And again, I don't know, I'm feeling more so this is something that you're thinking about versus it potentially being here right now. This seems more about what you're considering doing next, because you do have the Hanged Man here. So it's looking and reflecting either on an ending or wanting to make an ending on something that, once was this amazing new beginning. And it could be, a significant choice that you're contemplating right now. The Lovers, the Two of Pentacles, is something that you're weighing up. And I feel like this is more in your mind right now. About what you want to do here. I can see with the Magician energy, the Four of Swords and the Chariot, this is also about, again, it's something about how you're reflecting upon this and whether this is all the things that you've potentially wanted. Maybe things have changed in your life. Maybe a situation has changed. Maybe a person has changed. Maybe you've changed. But it's also acknowledging here and taking some time out for you and what you really need to achieve these ideas, these goals, these feelings that you've been wanting to connect into, and how you can drive it forward, how you can open something up here. It is looking at, again, you've got Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands. So there is some choice along with the Lovers. It can be a choice card and about working together or building something potentially new here and building upon that sense of stability that perhaps that you're seeking. Maybe someone that you are dealing with isn't showing up the way that you are seeking or the way that you need. And again, what you could be contemplating on right now is how to build something, how to grow something, how to partner, in a way that's supportive and feels like it's not a massive effort. And what I mean is that, the bare minimum, the bare standards of what you feel and you see and acknowledge is a good thing, but it's not being received. And that's how it's coming across right now. But I do feel with this Four of Swords, and like I said, the Chariot energy, that after a bit of time out, after a bit of quietness, you get to really reflect on what these new plans are that you want to move forward to. The Chariot as well can be a choice in direction. So there's a lot of kind of crossroads right now is what it seems. And what should you be doing next? Where should you be going next? Where you're feeling led. But ultimately, you want something where someone's going to, work with you, that's going to grow with you, that's going to build upon something that it's not just for you. If this is about you and your solo journey and your career, I can see that you're looking at new plans and a potential new opportunity coming in. If this is around a partnership that you're currently in, or looking at whether you want to enter into a new partnership, again, love, business, whatever that may be here, it's about, I think, the reflection of what it looks like, what risks you're willing to take on, what still gives you that sense of growth and working towards something together here. And it's something that you can trust, that you can identify, that you can sense, feel, and see all at once. Let's have a look at the influence and challenge right now regarding all this. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles with the Moon energy. One more, thank you, Spirit. And then you've got the Page of Wands. So furthermore, again, about the stability, the success, your place in something is what you seem to be connecting into. Maybe you're keeping how you're feeling to yourself, the thoughts that are coming on in. There's this bold part of you of acknowledging who you are and what it is that you want and how you want to feel when you're in and connected to something, right? And sometimes we can also, sweep things away to reflect on how we're feeling and again, question it. So I feel like there's a lot of thought or energy right now kind of mixed in around how you're feeling, how you're looking at things, and maybe you're trying to, pull it apart to see, is this true what I'm feeling? Is this true what I'm sensing? Connecting into your intuition, focusing on what you're seeing. There's a lot of energy in play that feels underneath right now. And it's like you just want, I think, as well with this Page of Wands, to be acknowledged and to be understood what it takes. I don't think in terms of what you're looking for or seeking, you're asking a lot here, Pisces. That's how it's coming across. You're not asking a lot. There is some reason here, or this contemplation of where an ending has occurred, or the thoughts of ending something. And I think it's identifying, is what you're sensing and feeling, is that reflective of truly what's happening? And I think it's important not to gaslight yourself in this process, but be honest with how you see yourself in the world, how you're also showing up and giving, and whether, again, it's a reciprocal energy. Is this something that can balance out? Is this something that can come to a peaceful place? Is this something that, maybe someone, let's say, for example, is busy at work, they've got some plans, they're working hard on their plans, and maybe that's you. Maybe a person that you're dealing with just isn't coming to the party in showing the effort and the energy towards this. So there's something that is a little unbalanced. If this is a relationship dynamic, how much are they presenting themselves in the care, in the energy, in the effort of this situation? But I do feel, amongst it, you're waiting to see something, for something to be acknowledged here. That I feel that you're hoping, again, whether this is for yourself or someone coming towards you, whether this is something you've got to do for you or someone coming towards you, that there's something that you either want to hear or that you either want to see. And that's what I feel that you're looking at right now. And whether, not necessarily giving up, so to speak, but where you should be putting your own time, energy, and effort right now. And this is the whole part that seems to be reflecting on. Let's see where this is all going. So you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So a desire to change. The universe here wants to support you in the things that you're needing. It's like, it's kind of saying, get ready here. I don't know if you can see the energies on this, but they're ready, they're working out, they're preparing. And I feel like that's what Spirit's saying. Prepare for something to change, prepare for something to where you get to make a decision, or the universe supports you in what decision you need to make for you and your future and your goals and your ambition here. What else do we need to see? Thank you, Spirit. 8 of Pentacles again. For some of you, like I said, if this is, more so around work or something that you've been wanting to pursue when it comes to your career, or it comes to leveling up your career, I feel like there's going to be a shift here and something that's going to potentially come through that's going to get you busy or get you focused on something that you're very skilled at and that you enjoy doing. And there's financial benefit too. You do have the Queen of Cups. You do have the Sun. Let's get two more. You do have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. And you do have the Six of Swords with the Hierophant showing on the bottom, with the Justice energy and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I can see you're seeking some, some stability here and some balance around something. I think for some of you, you might be more structured and, a little bit more traditional in the way that you do things. And, for those people, when I say traditional in a sense of, there's ways I think with all our different generations have grown up, and there's something here about that I feel your energy is about naturally having the security, taking care of yourself. But I think for a lot of you that are in partnership or, especially if you've been married before or in a long-term relationship, when you're in partnership with that person, how things normally come together, how you support each other emotionally, financially, spiritually, physically, you name it. And I think sometimes when we're getting into new dynamics, new workplaces, new relationships, that sometimes it's just so different, and we're trying to find our way on how to give to that and how to our expectations, our standards, and trying to work through on how it fits and works for you in addition for another person, another workplace, another lover, whatever it may be. But I can sense here, whatever is driving forward right now, whatever is changing and a door is opening, something's being granted here, it is going to keep you busy. It's going to keep you open. And I think you've got something for you, specifically designed for you, that you're built for, that you're created for on this planet to do and to pursue. And I feel this is what's opening. Maybe some of you right now haven't been as busy as you normally are. Maybe some of you are in like a void or a bit of a shift in your life when it comes to relationships, when it comes to career, and you're trying to find those parts of yourself to support and understand like who you are and what it is that you really want and how to drive that forward. And it's like you're waiting for this thing to catch potentially. There could have been a false start in something that's kind of let you down a little bit and making you reflect, or some hope that you had on something that would work out that potentially didn't, or you're deciding where you are is not where you're meant to be. And I can see this energy that's opening up here. It's something that's going to make you feel finally home. Queen of Cups is your energy, Pisces. This is you feeling at home, being at home in your energy, being at home in your intuition, being at home at peace in your heart, and knowing that whatever that you're giving to and opening up to, the light, that's where it's meant to be. It's shining a light on something here. For some of you, a side note of also, because the Queen of Cups is looking and reflecting on kind of what's been happening here, the way that she's looking over here, it's kind of saying too, shining a light on where you've been and how you can apply this today and get focused and get really clear on your values, your motivations, and what lights you up. Because the Queen of Wands is someone who shows up in her energy, knowing, and I'm saying her purely because it's feminine energy, but knowing those parts of you that make you shine, that make you glow. You've got a lot of Leo energy showing up here. We are in Leo season, so I feel like something really wants to push forward here that's going to make sense, that's going to open up and shine a light very clearly on where you should be focused on and also how it makes you feel. There's a different energy in it. It's one you want to step into. It's one you feel good about. And with this Six of Swords, when this comes through, you're going to finally feel like you're on this new path that you can, again, breathe. There was something I think in the last reading, which was about breathing, being able to breathe again, like this fresh air of freedom in where you're going and what you're doing. So I do feel that you guys are moving away from something that hasn't been 100% aligned. Maybe some of you are having those conversations, you're opening up, but you're also also waiting for something to come in, for you to identify something that makes sense to you, to give you that confirmation, to give you that yes energy. But whatever it is, it's beautiful. It's showing up in full force. I think there's just a little parts of you where you may not feel so energized right now. Don't be hard on yourself if that's the case, because something is showing up, something that you need to see. You can only see when you're taking a pause, when you're taking a rest, when you're taking care of yourself. And I feel like that's when the allowance of, oh, I want to actually drive this forward. I want to go this place. I want to go this direction. And I think that's when you can start making new plans and build upon it, and you'll start to see the stability that comes with that. So I quite like this for you, Pisces. So enjoy, have fun in the process. As I always say, it's all about the journey, not the destination. And sometimes when we get to that destination, there's still more work to do. So keep shining your light, keep showing up, keep, trusting in the universe, putting out there what it is that you're seeking. Whether you need to write it out, affirm it each night before you go to bed. But this care that you have, this heart that you have, this path that you've been on, there's something that's shining a light on where you've been and how to give to yourself today in that essence, in that beauty, in that rock solid person that you are. And like I said, I see you getting to a place that I've done it. It's here. We're in it. And we're starting to move forward in that way. So, take a rest where you need, and that's okay. Love you, Pisces. As always, feel welcome to like and subscribe if you feel connected. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.